Welcome. Please stand as Jim Williams leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please join me and think about our allegiances today. Where is the flag? Please join me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now, if you brought a visitor today, would you please remain standing? But I'm trying to get people set up and ready.
I'm just figuring that. You're so controlling.
You're so controlling. Please join me in the four-way test as you see it before you. Of the things we think, say, and do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Thank you. Now, have a seat except for those who brought a visitor today. Please. Who's your introducer?
Hello everyone, I'm very pleased to introduce my guest today, Wahab Baoshi, originally from Algeria and has been living and teaching now in Louisville for a very long time, PhD in optics, very smart man here, and just please welcome him, thank you.
Hello, I'm Scott. This is my guest, Alex Jacobson. He was born and raised in Boulder, graduated from the University of Montana with a marketing degree. He's been a realtor at RE/MAX in Boulder for the last several years. He's a mentor to local Jewish teens in Boulder and interested in expanding that program, and also interested in exploring becoming a member of Boulder Rotary Club. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you for bringing him.
My guest today is Veronica Silva. She is a member of the Mead Rotary Club and was here to participate in a Youth at Risk seminar that was put on by our club this morning here at the JCC. She's also really involved with the RILA program with me, and it will be the chair of Week 1 high school conference this year. So please welcome Veronica.
Welcome.
Good afternoon, everyone. Our guests really need no further introduction at this point. I'll let them tell a little bit about what they've been up to for the last month here. I also want to remind everyone that they are selling a cookbook from the district. All the inbound exchange students got together and put together some recipes, and they're binding it, which will be for sale here in, well, it's for sale now, but it'll be here, February 24th, maybe? At the end of February, we'll actually have the hard copies. So I'll let them say a little bit about what they've been up to.
Hi, I'm Lara and I'm from Croatia. I'm here 6 months already. And last weekend we had ski weekend with Rotary at Copper. It was so fun and cold.
My name is Heitor. I'm from Brazil. It's my first time skiing. I'm Crash, a little girl, 6 years old, but she's okay. Yeah. And yeah, this is.
Thank you.
My guest is my wife, Carol Simpson, the Reverend Carol Simpson, the nurture team leader at Pine Street Church in Boulder, and a Paul Harris ×7. So.
Wow. Welcome.
Hi, Jim.
Hi.
I have the real fun of introducing Judy Harriet, And I'm just learning more and more and more about her. She is a retired administrator in HR. And the exciting things I'm learning about her, it's going to really take somebody with one of those whips to get me off the stage when I really introduce her, because she is going to join. So I hope you'll speak to Judy sometime today before you leave. Thank you.
Welcome, Judy.
Hi, everybody. I have today as my guest Chris Green. He is the owner of Touching Hearts Non-Medical Home Health Care, along with Mary Maids. They do residential house cleaning. And he likes long walks on the beach, and his favorite color is blue.
Hello, my guest is Steve Whitaker, second time visiting the club. He's been in Boulder about 20 years, but retired from most recently his ownership of the Continental Control Systems business here, and is getting pretty good now 3 years into his retirement gig, and we hope to have a call on some of that time.
Thank you. Welcome.
Hi there, my guest is Norma Portnoy, and I think this is probably the last time I will be introducing her with that label, because her paperwork is in to become a member of the club, and maybe it was approved, but I'm not sure. So, Norma Portnoy.
Welcome. And the last man standing.
Abbas Rajabi is the immediate past district governor, a member of the Denver Southeast Club, very successful real estate investor, and my friend. Abbas Rajabi.
Welcome, Abbas.
Okay, great. Thank you. And welcome, everyone. We are going to have a great meeting, a wonderful program. Thank you, Stuart, for being here, part of our program. So really looking forward to it. So before we go into the weekly vignette, I've got a couple of announcements. The first one is past President P. John Limberopoulos. His funeral memorial is this Sunday at 11 a.m., not noon, as we said a couple weeks ago. It's going to be at 11 a.m. at the St. Peter's and Paul Greek Orthodox Church, with reception to follow. The second thing is Flower Power. On February 18th, it's an opportunity for you to volunteer. It's in the morning from 8:30 to like 9:30. Someone over at Boulder Valley Rotary Club is handling all the details. I just need about 4 or 5 different volunteers. All you do is you pick up some of. It's here in Boulder. You pick up some flowers and you take it to some nursing homes and retirement communities here in town. So see me afterwards if you think that this would be a great opportunity for you. Monday, February 18th, for about an hour and a half, right here in Boulder. Deliver some flowers to some people who will really appreciate it. So there you go. Boulder Dinner Theater, February 14th, okay? We are oversubscribed for it. However, someone had to back out, so we have 2 extra tickets, okay? 2 extra tickets to Boulder Dinner Theater, February 14th. They're $60. It's for what's the name of the play that we're going? Unenchanted, right. Unenchanted. Is anybody Unenchanted? Disenchanted. Okay, so anyone, two tickets, $60. Great, Jim. Carrie, Jim Radowski's got 2 tickets. You saw the Imagination Library in here. We had 61 kids that we are working on to get sponsored. 29. You sponsored 29 children today, so big hand of applause for yourself. So good job. This is our 100th year in this community, 1919. April 1st, 1919, we were chartered. And so this is an exciting year. Every week we share a little bit of our history through a vignette. So this week, Carol Griever is going to talk to us about this week's vignettes.
As the 1990s rolled on, Boulder was coming out of a stock market slump that was left over from the late 1980s. But then city manager Jim Piper told Rotarians the outlook for the city still seemed promising. He said, "Expansion is occurring all over town, and the significant amount of construction applications indicate that will continue." Between the 1960s and 1980s, many entrepreneurs, attracted by Boulder's refreshing and outdoorsy lifestyle, moved in and started businesses in the natural foods sector and the computer storage industry. This brought in talent and laid the foundation necessary for Boulder to become an early hub for internet-oriented businesses in the 1990s. In the mid-1990s, Chamber of Commerce President Dennis Knock warned Rotarians that the city was in danger of becoming the victim of its own success, with little space left for development. He said Boulder by 2010 could be older, wealthier, less diverse, less progressive, and too expensive for most to live in. To quote him, "Probably a very comfortable city in which to live for the well-to-do." Recent economic development involves a new generation of entrepreneurs and innovators nurtured here through accelerators like Techstars and Galvanize. Some local startups were bought out by companies such as Google, Uber, and Twitter. And major tech companies like those have a much larger presence here. Boulder is described as, quote, "a compact and very livable city with a high concentration of highly successful and driven people." Since 1990, the population in the 1990 census was 83,312. Now it's grown to 107,125. The cost of living has gone from 106.3% of the national index to 186.9% of the national index. The median income has gone from $29,407 to $64,183. The average selling price of a home has gone from $2,750 to over $1 million. It seems that Dennis Knock's prediction was prescient.
Oh, yeah, go right ahead.
I have one more announcement while I'm up here, and this is about our centennial celebration. To help celebrate our club centennial, we're going to create a short video featuring abbreviated interviews with many of our members. For the next 3 weeks, February 8th, February 15th, February 22nd, we'll conduct these interviews before and after our club meeting, for probably 30 minutes before, 30 minutes after. We ask that you take a few minutes to share your thoughts when invited to interview. The finished video is going to be used at our Centennial Gala and segments probably shown at future club meetings and on our website. We think this will be a really fun addition to our celebration of our 100 years of Boulder Rotary Club. Thank you.
That last part makes me laugh. So first off, I want to say thank you to all of you who have already sent in your checks or told me that you're coming. I think our gala on the 6th of April is going to be a wonderful event, and I appreciate all of your support. The only thing I do want to ask, if you haven't remembered to tell me what you want to eat, otherwise, make sure you do, because otherwise I'm going to make it up, and that might not be pretty for you. So let me know what you need to eat, and don't surmise that I know who you're bringing. I also try not to assume that, so make sure you always tell me your guest name in case it's not who I think it might be. So anyway, I want to just say thank you all. If you have any questions about it, please make sure you see Marty, Jerry, Michael, or myself. And we look forward to the next couple of months while we get ready for the celebration.
So remember 3 weeks ago I said that there were a limited number of tickets and that you had to jump on it? In the last 3 weeks, we sold 2/3 of the tickets already, and that is just to our club. So we have not gone out to the other clubs, to the district, etc. yet, which is what we're going to do in February. So we're 2 months out. I'm guessing that we'll probably sell out the rest of the tickets in the next number of weeks. You'll notice that the price for members is $119 until February 1st. That is today. So if you have not told Kitty, you need to do that right away. So, John, you're going to come up here and talk about the board. While he's doing that, did you notice that Lindsay and Kelly and their babies, Eleanor and Sienna, were up here taking photos and stuff? We're going to do this really cool article about the next 100 years of Rotary and how they're the future. And we're going to try to get into the Rotarian magazine. We just think that would be cool. Is that not something to be proud of here at Boulder Rotary? So, okay, come on up.
Hi, good afternoon. For those of you who were here last week, you know why I'm here. I'm here to announce the nominees for our board of directors and our president-elect. And I'll start with the directors. And as I announce your name, would you please stand up if you're here and remain standing so everyone can see who you are. First, Janet Beardsley. Next, Chris Coker, director nominee. Willie Knierim, director nominee. Jean Lindeke, director nominee. Hank Lopez, director nominee. Andy Meyer, director nominee. Charlotte Rome, director nominee. And Alessandro Sachs, director nominee. And our nominee for president-elect for 2019-2020 is Sally Brown. Now, I also have to inform you, because I was remiss last week, our bylaws also require an opportunity for the membership to make nominations from the floor. So if you have nominations, now is the time to make them, or you may forever hold your peace until next week. Thank you.
Okay, well, Carl, why don't you come up and introduce, and I'm going to read the number for the raffle. So if you have a raffle ticket, get it in front of you, because one of you is going to be richer in about 10 seconds. 827, oh boy, 5376. 5376. 5376, who's a winner? Who is it? Marty, all right, go to the raffle table and we'll get you paid out. Okay, come on up. Thank you, Stuart. Thank you very much. Okay, next up we have Chrissy going from red to blue badge with Laura. Coming on up. Great. How you doing? Okay, great. Okay, I'll step back. Get out of the way.
Sorry, that was a bit of a long walk. All right, so I am here to introduce Christina without an H, Bowen. She's a native of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. She first came to Boulder in 2004 to work for a campus ministry serving CU Boulder. Chrissy has served at universities all over the country, including SUNY Cortland, Salve Regina University, Fairfield University, U Sciences, Drexel University, Eastern University, and the University of Pennsylvania. She recently finished being a co-chair of the Christian Association at the University of Pennsylvania's Board of Directors. And Chrissy studied mass communication at the University of Delaware in Delaware, ministry for a multicultural church at the Franciscan School of Theology / Graduate Theological Union in California, and clinical counseling at Eastern University in Pennsylvania. She has worked in the nonprofit sector advocating for environmental protection, and she has served in higher education via ministry and counseling roles. Currently, Chrissy works at as the Community Outreach Coordinator for the OWL Education Group, which provides specialized tutoring and coaching for kids and teens in Louisville. Chrissy first learned about Rotary in high school when she was chosen to attend a leadership training. She just ended her term being co-chair of Boulder New Generations Rotary Club. So this transition from red to blue has been a long time coming. She championed a Rotary District grant to help spruce up the free library space at Community Food Share, which included acquiring new and used bilingual books for kids, art supplies, and new furniture for the space. Chrissy resides in South Boulder with her chocolate lab, Boulder, and enjoys hiking, volleyball, reading, being an eco-leader, and learning to play the cello. So please join me in welcoming Chrissy as a Blue Badge member. It should have happened before, but we're happy it's now.
On behalf of the Red Badge Committee, Chrissy's been Red Badge long enough to have completed the program twice, but has been a very faithful attendee. And thank you.
All right, we gotta go, here we go, gotta go. All right, great. Okay, next up, we have Randy with the Peace Quotes Vote. Come on up.
Thank you. Thank you for all of you who last week took the time at the end of the meeting to give us your votes on various peace quotes. And I hope you've seen the announcement in the rib that gave you the opportunity to also participate in our choosing these peace quotes that will be inscribed at the new Centennial Peace Garden, or the refurbishing of the Peace Garden. I guess we've always had a Peace Garden, but we're working with the city to make it even better and much more of an experience that will hopefully produce not only a sense of peace among those who are walking through, but inspire us all to build a culture of peace. So please, today is your last day to participate in that. If you would like to have a say, there's a form online, and if you'll check the rib, you'll be able to see the link that you can go to let us know your choices of what you think are your favorite peace quotes. Thank you.
That was 50 years ago today in London, England, the Beatles' last performance together. Don't Let Me Down. Join Club 1919.
Hello, Rotarians and guests, and thank you for being here today. February is Peace and Conflict Resolution Month. As part of Boulder Rotary's International Peace Garden project, inspiring peace quotes will be selected for the benches in the garden and the plaques. Today is the last day to vote on your choice of the inspiring quotes, and the link is in the rib.
The District 5450 inbound youth exchange students are raising money for their upcoming trips. Working together, they've created an international cookbook with 27 recipes from 16 different countries, and the cookbooks are available for $20. Please see Nancy Stalker or Chad Stam for details.
Yum! The next Preserve Planet Earth meeting will be held on February 8th from 11 to 12 at the JCC. Our speaker will be Dan Match from EcoCycle.
Talking about our composting program. It's time to adopt a child for the Imagination Library. Our annual tradition of encouraging BRC members to adopt a child in the Imagination Library continues again this year, today and next week. Your sponsorship ensures that the child will receive a high-quality gift book in the mail each month from now until the age of 5.
Did you know that Norris Hermsmeyer and Boulder Rotary Club single-handedly saved the spelling bee? And you can join the Boulder County Spelling Bee on February 23rd as a volunteer, beginning at 8 a.m. So just contact Norris for more details.
And next week's program is February 8th, and it's Kim Mooney with her talk on Dying to Stay in Charge, which is about the Colorado End of Life Options Act. Don't miss it, and we'll see you next week.
Say it with us now.
Have a great weekend.
Right. Any birthdays? Anyone at the birthday table?
There are birthdays, but none of them are sitting at this table.
Okay, got it. Thank you, President-elect John. Yes, yes. Okay, as we conclude today's meeting, I just want to thank Lena Kotke as our past president greeter, Kelly Child, our red badge greeter, along with Eleanor. Roger Foreman, Sarah, and Tom Chesney were here at the guest and member registration, raffle supporting scholarships with Shannon Lamont. And my last bit of gratitude is just, you ever heard that phrase, the 5 people that you spend the most time with, you know, that's who influences you, that's who you are. Well, I'm pretty honored that I get to spend the time with you. Whenever we need something, we had Imagination Library back there, you know, 30 kids now, 29 kids are now going to be sponsored. Whenever there's something that we need in our community and in this club, hands always go up to help. And so for that, I'm very grateful. So have a wonderful weekend. Thank you. Meeting adjourned.